Right. Start from the beginning.
So, we're at the Mercure Daventry Hotel. This is UK Pinfest. Before that, it was a UK Pinball Party. And before that, it was a UK Pinball Show. So we've done many, many shows here. I think I've been to every single one of them. This is the food of pinball staff because we're too busy and we can't go out. So this is a 4-star hotel. I'd call it 3.5, but there you go. On the right here. This is going to be the ladies' comp and also machines used in the league finals as well, I believe.
Yeah.
An array of machines from the old EM through to the 80s with your Medusa, Centaur, going through to the later 80s, and then new games like the Cactus Canyon Revisited, Jurassic Park.
We'll come have a proper
Avatar,
look at these when they're powered on.
Everything
There's
like
some
that.
nice machines though.
Here's the main desk. There's Graham.
Hello.
These are all the happy pinball people drinking.
We've basically taken
drunk.
over the hotel.
This is an important area. So pretty much any time, certainly after dark, people will be playing these games. These are all on pay for play and all the money goes to charity. This year it's a heart charity because, well, I'm sure we all know people have had various issues with hearts. Every year it's a different charity, and this year it's going to a heart charity.
These are the only ones on pay for play.
The only
Everything
ones.
else in the building's free.
Yeah,
Most important area.
most important area on the left, the bar.
Hello, Moose.
Excuse me.
No, this is important. It's not Pinfest without beer.
Oh, that's the one I bought you, isn't it? That was bought at Nerg.
It's like got his name on it as well.
That's why I bought him, because
Magic.
So,
That's the classics comp, but we'll get to that in a bit.
yeah, because the door's shut and locked.
Yeah.
So, because this year we've got so many games, I think we're looking about 163 maybe.
I think so, yeah.
We're going to be doing a count. So, there wouldn't normally be this many in here. The show doesn't officially start till 40
A
minutes.
couple of hours.
So there's all these all the way down here in the corridor. Gets a bit quieter. The odd people selling stalls down the right.
And machines. No, you come along.
What's up?
Well, you guys carry on. I was just going to say that John's an hour away.
Right, okay.
Never stops.
Yeah, so that's more work that we got. So we've got an NBA competition.
We've got the song.
So this here is a ladies' social on Friday night, later tonight.
All still quiet and powered off, but yeah, this will be.
And this is, again, really old games.
Favourite EM.
Pretty cool one, electromechanical, where everything is visible through the
I
side.
do love this machine.
Some more electromechanical, Zachariah, Bally Wizard, obviously Roger Daltrey on the back glass.
Oh.
And it says, Bally Pinball Wizard, so the song that every single person plays when they talk about pinball, including one of the guys who was interviewed by the BBC, not surprising which song they played, which is this. But that deaf, dumb and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
Do we have that machine here as well? Because someone made a custom machine for Tommy, didn't they?
No, Tommy was a game
Was
like
that an
Day
actual-
East.
Oh, sorry.
That was 1994-ish, 93. And because Tommy was blind, there was a part of a game, it's not obviously not this game, but there was motorised blinders
Oh, there were.
that would black out.
Yeah.
And because you're blind and you can't play, you can't see, and that was a cool little thing. Very great old game. King of Diamonds with a rotary spinning target wheel. That's cool.
That's nice.
Hopefully the ladies tonight in here will have a great social. People will get to meet people. Most pinball peeps are really, really good people. And IELTS is helping everyone out, and people network, socialise. You know, we've got a new game there, reasonably new, Guardians of the Galaxy. Some more old games, really
One of the
rare,
games,
weird
yeah.
game, which has got a bull stuck, which we're going to have to fix later
Oh, as
on.
soon as that spins, it'll
And
go.
an original Alien.
What are the few?
Original highway pinball one. And part of tonight's is
Still going
last
strong.
year there was a lady here, which Dan's going to zoom in on the
I'll put a proper picture.
picture there.
No, I can't because it's 3060.
In memory of our friend Kaz, who loved this show. She was here last year. Sadly, she passed away. And the guy also in a picture, mate of mine, this is his game here. So this Alien is his, and he wanted it to be in here, as well as a ladies' social. It's in memory of Kaz, who passed away sadly.
Oh.
Rest in peace. And again, same pictures on the door.
We've got a room for talks.
Priestley room. It's a room for talks. It's locked.
Have we got anything in the NBA room yet? Did they tell you?
NBA, no, that's what Daz was on about.
Oh, right.
That's our next work to do, set them up. They're going to be in that room. That's Elsa's got that. That's locked. So an NBA comp is, to my knowledge, it's certainly the only factory-produced game where you can actually link the games and directly play against each other. Those games are owned by my lot because I'm part of what's called Northern Lights Pinball. And we've been having that comp for years and years now. And Elsa asked if she could run it using our games, and we were like, fine. And that was
It always goes down the storm.
yeah, with serious comps and that people want to win, but people have a good laugh. And a friend of mine, Naomi's coming dressed as a cheerleader, if I remember rightly.
Nice.
That's another repair guy who works for me, Dave,
Yeah, you can see he's having a good day right now.
and he's busy running around like the rest of us.
Main hall.
Main hall, big part store on the right. Retro
Retro
arcade
specialist.
specialists.
These guys have been looking after us for a couple of years now with all the parts in the world
Yeah.
it shows.
So we are recording. So if you want to buy some parts, that's where you get. There's one of the places you can go to.
Got buttons.
So,
It's not filming me.
Oh God, is this thing?
you know. So, and he's brought, how many items was it, Dave? 1,400 items. I think it was nearly as nerd as damn it everything on his website. So, thank you for that. That's an undertaking just to do that.
And some amazing machines.
And he's also brought these games here.
We'll just get you straight.
Obviously,
We'll,
007, so that's the premium edition. So for anyone that doesn't know, Stearns you get a Pro, a Premium, and then the Ellie, the super duper one. So this is the mid-level game. It's got extra features, same
extra
as the
toys on
Ellie.
the playfield.
I could say what I thought certain toys look like, but it's best not to.
I mean, it jiggles well. Yeah, you gotta give it.
We all
points
know
for
what
that.
it looks like. Come on, let's be honest. Beatles game,
Beatles is very tidy.
beautiful looking game.
Beautiful looking labyrinth.
Yeah.
My only objection is the lack of balls, although I suppose there's plenty of them on the playfield when you get into it.
And if you look, animation at the back, there's,
is really
there's a
nice
nice
down
little
there.
toy here. Pops out.
Oh,
And there's
yeah.
also one of them in the top right.
Right.
Lovely models on it. And the artwork, Dan might be able to get a little
I
bit
don't
on
know
there.
if I can show you that easily. This is the only problem with having so many. You can't see them easily at all.
Yeah,
Can you?
but great to have that. I think the only one in the country at the moment.
Twister with the bloody fan on the top.
Twister
I do
with
love
the fan,
that. It's
gotta
very
be done.
silly.
Spinal Tap game. Not too sure what's going on with that.
I've not seen that at all. No. You just wanted us to admire the sidewalls.
Oh, right. So there's a defect which we'll try and get at. So this machine here,
This is Pinball Amigos.
Pinball Amigos, great bunch of guys, great laugh. In Holland they do various pins that they make up from
They did an
leftover
amazing
bits and
Matrix that
making
they
their own
brought a
stuff.
few years ago. What did they bring the
Yeah, it
other
wasn't
year?
Matrix, it was...
No, they did Matrix first, and then they did.
They did a...
They did like
House
their
one.
own house, like haunted house with
And
their
then
own
Minions.
theme. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
the latest one, as you can see, Super Mario Brothers. It's not being sold or anything, it's purely for fun.
One off.
Great little thing I do like is when you shoot the ball up that lane, those coins spin around and do the ding ding ding.
And they've 3D printed all of the bits for this, and they're making 3D printed bits this weekend on their printer.
and
in
even
fact.
do little things like
They've got their printer
making
set
it-
up and rolling.
Yeah, they brought a 3D printer all the way from Holland.
Oh yeah, and the silly drain pipes for the legs. They do a tidy job, these guys. They're great.
They don't hold back. And they even got headphones and a little
brilliant.
Mario hat.
They're
Forbidden
amazingly
Planet,
good
another
fun.
homebrew game done by Phil Dixon. Been trying to do it a number of years. Another stunning homebrew game, Cyberpunk 2077. Anyone plays video games, people know that. A few years old, so a newish game, but kind of looks more old school with a fantastic soundtrack.
You know what? When I first saw this set up a few years ago, I thought this is a rubbish game. It's going to be crap, and I could not get off it. It was such a giggle.
Yeah, I mean,
Keeps
you could
pulling
see
you back to the wall.
C90 cassette.
It's just
It's
manic.
all about the music.
It's so manic.
Various other run-of-the-mill games here. It's kind of got a 3D sort of backglass on that thing,
That is-
magic.
I don't know if that's going to make sense
Yeah.
to anyone on screen, but
If
yeah,
you
there you
move
go.
it left, right, you can see it.
That's a very tidy Star Wars.
And
as
that's
well.
another new game come out. Nice to have that
not
here.
seen this yet.
Called Pulp Fiction. Quite enjoyable, quite enjoy it, plays well. Not personally so sure about the artwork on the back glass.
It's very retro. Like it looks like an old 80s machine.
Which is maybe the point, but
Yep.
and they just shot me for slagging the game
Oh
off.
yeah, you can't argue.
Pinball Republic.
Yeah.
There we go. It's good to hear that on Pulp Fiction, let's be honest. They got upset because I slagged it off. London
This is
Republic, great guys. Matt
Vince
Vince
Clam,
and
yeah.
many more people.
His daughter won the league finals
Yeah.
very recently.
The first
First
female to
do
win
it,
a league finals.
She plays hard. She's a great
Countless
kid.
more games here, and this just sums up the show this year. A fantastic array of games from Iron Maiden, Starship
We'll
Troopers,
go
No
over the
Fear.
top so people can have a look. Go on.
Well, we got Ripley's Believe It or Not. My first new in-box game. This isn't my game.
Oh really? This is the first one you ever got?
£1,650, my first brand new game.
Wow.
Absolute steal, bargain. Iron Maiden, great game, pretty good band, let's be honest. Although a guy called Neil did Headless and changed it to be a disco soundtrack.
Wow.
But it was funny. Starship Troopers, everyone knows that. No Fun, sorry,
Sega,
No
yeah.
Fear, based on the No Fear brand.
Right.
Gottlieb with typical smoking some really good drugs to come up with Translite like Victory
Yeah, yeah.
with spikes on. TX Sector, great game, but a Translite that looks washed out and sun faded is actually how it's supposed to look.
Oh, seriously?
But an absolutely fantastic game.
What? How old is this? This is like late 80s?
87, I think it is.
Right. Okay.
All of these games here, similar, 86, 87, maybe 88, something like that. Genesis, basically, this is Metropolis, a classic film from the 20s,
Right.
but they didn't call it. Although, again, having some fun recreational drugs or something, let's put a dwarf, a mad professor,
It does look absolutely surreal.
it may be a
It
woman or
really
maybe
does.
a transvestite, but it's very bonkers.
Yeah.
And then there's an underplay field,
Oh yes.
and then the thing spins around, and it's basically Maria from Metropolis, but they didn't call it that because
Okay.
it cost too much money. Strikes and Spares, very weird game,
Such a surreal game.
Gottlieb System 3, and basically you are bowling. That's exactly what.
It's
Most of these are, I think they're for show. I haven't played one in a number
stunningly
of years.
good fun. I played a lot of this last year. In fact, I played more of this than anything else.
And it's pretty rare. I mean, it was here last year, but the last time we had one at any pinball show was a number of years ago. Nice of somebody to bring pretty much a new game.
Yeah, looks beautiful.
This is a
doesn't
Jaws,
it?
this is a Pro. So what I was on about before, there was a premium edition, the middle edition. This is a Pro game, which is the bottom end level.
Okay.
I say bottom end, you're still looking at £8.5 grand for the bottom level game. So obviously based on Jaws, but pretty cool artwork on the side.
Stern's printing's gotten better.
Yeah, the print and nice artwork on the side. Good, to be fair.
Nice. Go on, where do you want to go next?
And all the lights are flashing.
We're going to take forever otherwise, so
Yeah.
we can just briefly go down. Again, just a vast array of, Ghostbusters, going back to the 80s, to mousing around, going back to 94-ish, something like that, 92, 93, 1989-ish, I think, 93-ish, I
It's
think.
Phil's one.
No, it's still working.
Oh right, okay, yeah. That was the
No,
giveaway.
it might be, I can't remember. First game I ever owned 24 years ago, 500 quid from an arcade in Rhyl in North Wales.
Pac-Man with the mini game on the playfield,
so
which
that's a mini game.
this is
using
like
flippers.
82. This is stunningly old.
This is might be even a little bit earlier than that.
Oh really?
By 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay. I'll double check.
A game that will give you a migraine due to the colours.
Yeah.
Farfalla. Believe it or not,
Playfield. Yeah.
you can see her boobies.
Oh yeah.
Not all versions had that.
Oh amazing.
So they're actually modesty versions and
Right.
unmodesty versions. Spider-Man, number of years old now, still a great game. This is One Stop Pinball. This is another place where you
Lovely
can
gentleman with some
buy
amazing
parts from.
retro toys.
When you see
Beautiful fruit machines.
One Stop Pinball,
One Stop Pinball.
available online where you can buy numerous pinball bits, and Happy John will do. Cheapest in the UK, according to this man. I can't say anything because I can't back it up.
Certainly
That's what
one of the
he
most
says.
helpful.
Great game.
We'll get into this in a bit, won't we? Yeah.
Dan's going to probably do something separate on
Definitely.
this, but the level of detail that they used to go to in old games was basically a horse race.
What sort of year are we talking about for this? 53. Wow.
53. So
Okay.
this game is 71 years old.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, which is when they were being naughty. Yeah.
Right.
But basically, hitting various things, advances a lane, and then your horsey gets to the end and it wins. And the same as when it's dropping down, similar to when you throw the balls.
You know what? We missed all of those.
Yeah, we did.
There's a Fishtails there, and I just want to say Fishtails is one of those games I thought would be rubbish, and I could not get enough of it when we had one in the house. Attack from Mars, although Revenge from Mars is where my heart is. It's got a lovely DMD though. I like the colour
DMD. Personally, my favourite game of all time.
Oh really?
I've got one. I love it. It's not as bright as this. This is extremely bright. Very similar to Medieval Madness, although at one point I had both, but I decided to keep this.
It is stunning.
How can I put it? Easy to play, very difficult to master.
Yes.
Although you look at the high scores, if I scroll back, 11 billion. My mate clocked it, so he got 100 odd. Game of his life. Fishtails with, I think it's a Stumble, but don't quote me on it. It was massive.
Massive screen.
Massive screens.
I love the loop in the middle. When you get into a roll with that and it's just going and going,
Yeah.
it's so pleasing.
The ball lock.
Yeah.
Not my
Very
kind of
silly.
game, but that's a good thing about pinball. One person's great game is
It's
another
a theme
person's.
I thought I'd hate, but I really enjoy playing it.
And Billy
And the
Bass Fish, basically. It's a solenoid that smacks around and makes a load of noise. But then, another example, I'm going on, but I have to. We've got such a fantastic array of games here this year. You know, you do not see many, a row with Attack from Mars, Fishtails, and then Magic Castle, another Zaccaria game, another Zaccaria game, Zaccaria, depending on how
I
you
keep
pronounce it.
forgetting they made pinball, so I only ever see them in arcade machines.
Yeah,
like that.
they did
we
vids,
don't have
didn't
them
they?
often.
Pinball Champ 82. Mata Hardy. I think I'm right in saying this has got the rare back glass. No, it isn't. So I can't remember it fully, but I think there's one version where there's a knife that I think it might have had a World War II engraving.
Oh, good lord.
I'm not going to go into any more
Okay.
detail because I'm not remembering it fully, but it is something.
Worth Googling then.
Yeah, Googling that. So there's alternate back glasses. On Globetrotters.
Never seen one of those before.
Everyone there has heard of them. Fun game, 3 great spinners. Inline drops as well.
Oh yeah.
A game I didn't like when I first played it, but it definitely grows on me.
Nice.
A game I do not know. A guy has come all the way from Holland called Ad Jonker has brought this.
Oh, this is one of ads.
So I don't know if it's a rare game. It possibly is, knowing him. But kudos to that guy, just like the Pinball Amigos.
Yeah, he just rocks up in a van with two pinballs in it.
Yeah, they come all the way from Holland, and it's greatly appreciated.
Oh, 4 flippers.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's
2
cool.
there
Okay,
and 2 mini
that'll
flippers.
be interesting. Okay.
You got a nice double 5 bank drop target, two holes, not normal holes, but Gottlieb's do something called gobble holes. I'm not making it up.
I mean,
There is something on Gottlieb Games called Gobble Holes.
this is Paul. This is
Paul
the
Garner.
composition.
Really happy about being on camera at this moment in time. Paul is helping run the competition with that big lanky git over there.
It's
David.
Friday night and Paul got here on Tuesday. Let's use that for
Paul's
context.
hardcore. He got here on Tuesday.
Yeah,
That happy guy there walking away.
here's us back.
Peter Valecki. Tim is hiding and he's normally filming everyone else.
Yes.
Tim.
Say hello, Tim.
What's the name of your stream that you do, Tim?
Pinball.Live.
Oh, where could we find that, Tim?
www.pinball.live.
Oh, you could go on Twitch.
www.pinball.live because you won't be able to hear him shouting it. But yeah, Pinball.Live.
Oh,
Lovely,
Twitch.
lovely man. Amazing videos.
So he's an okay guy.
Yeah, he has his moments. This is
the
the
main
tournament.
comp, yeah.
So this is the open tournament. Anyone can pay to play this, and there's a cash prize at the end.
Yeah, Paul will know how much it is.
Right, good, yeah. There you go, folks.
Quite a lot.
Straight from the
Straight
horse's
from the
mouth.
horse's mouth.
It's
A
worth
considerable amount of money.
if you're good at playing, it's worth entering.
And again,
Really
I mean,
interesting
it's not done on
selection of
purpose, but
machines.
it's just like the rest of a show. You know, you've got EMs.
Hang on, you talk. I'll do a rundown.
Yeah. Yeah,
Absolutely. All over Europe they come from. Germany, Norway, there's a few guys
Holland.
come from Holland, yeah.
some Americans are over.
Elena's come over. Yeah, there's some great players come over this year.
And one of the top female ranked players, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Hold that and keep talking.
No, I don't know more than that.
You know more than
Paul will do a brief rundown of this comp area.
Yeah, so
The show opens shortly,
You were open at 10
so-
o'clock this morning, and you've got a 2-hour break, and then it's going to be silly o'clock
1 hour
tonight.
break.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've completely mistimed all of this.
Yeah, look.
God, give us a really quick rundown then. We've got
Taxi, it's an old machine, but it's great. It's playing hard. Everyone's complaining how hard it plays, but it's great because they all play roughly, they're all playing about 3 minutes at the moment, which is perfect.
Okay.
Sword Rage, it's a new one from Stern, but it's a good comp game. Tron is a classic comp game. This is a fantastic game. I absolutely love this. One of my favourite games ever. Again, they're all playing hard. We've set them up hard, but they need to be hard because they've got the best players in the world attending.
literally.
Creature, again, everyone's complaining about it, but it's playing fair. World Cup Soccer, great game. Yeah, loads of issues on there.
Okay. No comments.
I guess I'm going to be lugged into that with Dave later.
The most sorted actually, James had a look at a few of them.
Need to show the back glass.
Like Harry, it's stunning, isn't it?
It's got the split flippers, which really catches your eye if you go
So
through there.
bizarre.
And if you zoom in on the back glass, you might note something a bit different.
Oh. Yes. Who's that?
So that's David's other half, Claire.
But the two faces that had Walter, that was on the shows.
Amazing.
PTO, Stern, Neil's entered that. It's
How
really
old is that?
nice.
'Cause it looks lovely.
It does look lovely, doesn't it? It just
Yeah.
had it done up, new play
Right.
field, new plastics, absolutely.
Yeah, that gleams.
Polished to the nines, it's brilliant.
I've never seen double S.
Well, this is super rare. This is the Super LE really of the Sterns. I don't even want to guess how much Neil paid.
We've
for
got
it,
other versions
but
as
it's
well, haven't
not
we?
cheap. Yeah. This is the one with the classic score reel in the back.
Yeah, it's pleasing.
And if Dan zooms in where it says anniversary edition, it says
500,
375 or
yeah.
500.
Yeah,
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 okay.
it's a bit special that.
Lots of pennies.
Again, another one of Neil's.
As well.
Yeah.
This looks
Rush.
beautiful, and all the cogs spin when it's playing
Yeah,
as well. It's
absolutely.
surprisingly pleasing. I do rather like band as well, which helps.
Disco Maiden, not Iron Maiden.
Is this the disco man?
This is the one we were talking about this just before.
This is the one that's going to get Tim Wills a copyright strikes when he streams it.
Yeah, okay.
Are you dead or something?
Also beautiful.
Flash Gordon's a great game.
Got
absolutely
to
love
be
this.
80s, mid 80s?
Yeah, I'd say 80s.
81ish.
Early
That
80s.
early, right, okay.
Jackpot. I love this.
Is it 94, 95, something like that?
That's a really good comp game, that.
You know what? I need to play this because I've only ever played Bright.
It's one of those games where you've got a few different strategies to get a high score. So, yeah, it's
How
great.
many of your players in the comp are actually playing these? Because like you can play like an idiot like me, where you just sort of hit the balls and get a score, and then some people like there's some insanely complicated rule sets for these machines.
Yeah, some of them, like this one isn't really complicated, like Walking Dead is a bit more complicated. The modern ones tend to be more complicated.
I mean, you've literally got people studying the rule sets in their rooms.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh yeah. Some of the modern ones are really deep, and yeah, there's so many different strategies you can employ to get that good score that you need. Yeah, great. Walking Dead's one
also looks great.
Jet spin.
Tell me the ball runs along the track at the
top. Oh no, it doesn't. Under the track. Yeah.
I might have to have a go on that after the comps over. Yeah,
jet spin.
It looks lovely.
It's brilliant. David Dutton's done a really good job on.
And it's got what's called rotor targets, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the back, where it says.
Target.
That spins round.
So that spins round.
Oh, pleasing.
And as Paul just said, that is a Verdi target which moves.
Oh.
So I personally love Verdi targets and rotor targets.
Right.
Great things, and having a game with both on, brilliant.
I'm going to have to convince someone to let me film them playing that then.
Yeah.
So get someone like David.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you. Go on, I'll take that one back. Thank you, Paul. Sorry to right. Yeah. Now you can have your last 30 seconds. Cheers.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes, and I've had one Paddington Munchmallow.
It's
so
fine.
far.
We're only broadcasting it to the world. Don't worry.
So.
Where were we? So.
Roller Games. Now, Roller Games was actually an American TV show.
Oh.
For I think.
Like roller derby.
Yeah, I think like one series maybe. I've never seen it, but that is actually themed, so it's not a made-up thing.
I have a little bit of roller derby experience.
Radical, obviously, skateboarding dude, etc., etc.
Yep.
Period of its time.
Nice spin ramp. So I'll be interested to see how those plastics work. If you don't get enough speed, I guess you drop
big.
off.
Godzilla, very highly rated, modern-ish game, and there's a newer version come out with like a blood red cabinet.
These are Steve Paget, aren't they?
I think we bought all of these, yeah. But used to have a club, Electric Circus, but sadly had to close down now. But you know, Godzilla, nice-looking game with that fire it in the background on the speaker.
Yeah, that's well pleasing.
And it's definitely a lot of people's.
Hang on.
Very rated game.
There we go. Sorry, we were talking so long we ran out of space, so it'll do it again. Jurassic Park.
Another new game. Obviously, you can even see the video in the background.
Yeah.
But Godzilla has stuff from the original Godzilla series.
Oh, okay.
That looks really old and dated because, hey, product of its time.
It's been a while.
I remember it as a kid. It must have been done in the late 60s, I'm guessing early 70s. Another James Bond, but this is a different version. So I mentioned about the premium edition.
Yeah.
With the middle one, which is the one over there. We've got the Pro here.
Right.
And we got the LE. So we got the full sweep.
Okay.
So you can.
So we've still got the wobbly rocket.
Yeah, Rocket. That's one name. Yeah.
Yep.
And just a dodgy as hell back glass on my next game.
Oh wow. Oh, that's
Torpedo
that's
Alley.
ridiculous. Right, the parallax on that is very pleasing.
I just don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, it's a bit. I mean, that's very 80s.
No words are required, basically. You know. And let's be honest, we could go on and on, but
Well,
it's
I
much the
think
same.
it's rude not to. This is the problem
But-
now. You started, so you got to finish, haven't you?
You know.
Go on.
So
24, not seen before.
24,
Not seen that.
not been seen very often. This is an example of a game that's for sale. I think it was 2-2,
Okay.
something like that. I think he sold it now.
Sega Star Wars, which
Maybe.
used to live
If
in my
not,
house. I like that
Come
game.
to the show and ask for a guy called Chris, and you can
Faff
buy a
'cause it's
24.
Sega, but I like it.
You know.
I like the sound effects on the Sega. I've got yeah.
So we've got Star Wars trilogy for sale, £2.5 grand. Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh, mate, you broken it. You tapped it and you broke it.
So 3,600 quid. I mean,
In
it's,
fact, actually, the DMD's spazzing out on that. I might have to switch it off.
yeah. We'll just turn it off.
Sega Star Wars. This is the one that used to live with us as well. It's
But-
never been right.
I mean,
bless it.
he's given you
It's
a
Sega.
vague example of how much
Star Trek Next
pins
Gen,
might
which
cost.
is weird. I hate that machine. I'm a big Star Trek fan, but hate that machine.
Weighs a ton, about £300.
Yeah, is a wide body, so it doesn't fit through
Second
doors.
pinball I ever owned.
Oh right.
Not that, it was Star Trek, not
Yeah,
that one. Riverboat Gambler, so alphanumeric display, 750. Sega Baywatch, say hello to Pammy and Erica Eleniak.
With a bizarrely large original screen. There weren't many made with this screen, were there? I
Yeah,
think there were only a hand,
there was
3 or 4.
Batman, Maverick. This was 3 or 4.
It's a surprisingly playable game, actually, as well. I didn't think I'd care for it.
You don't
but
see too many now.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Space Station, running System 11, I think, game, same as this. Black Knight 2000, and somewhere in here
We saw a Black Knight
is
earlier,
a
didn't
Black
we?
Knight,
Yeah.
so that was the original one.
This is an even bigger split play
And then
field.
they did Black Knight, and then that game over there
cool.
was the third in the series, the
Right.
one that was in the league comp. Walking Dead, you've just seen one.
Yep. Oh,
over
but
there.
this is a lower tier because it doesn't have the ladder and all that sort of jazz.
And lots of games, some games do get modded by their owners.
That was a good point.
We've got a whole row of games here that belong.
These look great. I've got to say, these look absolutely stonking.
So Paul, the guy who runs the comp, if I remember rightly, he's running this. Owns that, I beg your pardon. We've got Houdini, brought by one of the guys here. Again, don't see too many of them. Very tight shots. Very tight shots in that layout there.
Okay.
Difficult game to play, but hey, I'm not very good anyway. Legends of Valhalla. First time I've ever seen one of these. So it's great to have it here. It's another positive this year. There's lots of games that me and other people haven't played. Galactic Sand Force.
Not seen this at all. Apparently it's great fun though.
A bit wacky, to say the least. I kind of enjoyed it. There's similar, there's a bash toy. You got a moving UFO that moves left to right and the car wobbles. It just makes you laugh.
Looks very pleasing.
Again, me and many other people haven't played that. This is reasonably new. There was one at NERG show recently.
Yeah, so I've got no idea what this is, but a lot of people have said this is really good fun. Like, it sounds like a ridiculous thing, but...
The theme is, you literally see pictures of barbecue ribs and everything.
Right, okay.
So Barry O is Barry Ausler. He's passed away now, but he was a pinball game designer.
Right.
Did numerous WPC games and many others. I on the spot, I can't remember too many, but a bizarre theme that they chose, but
Brilliant.
there you go. Funhouse 2
which is-
or 2.0. Haven't played this yet,
Oh, this is the new one. Oh, gosh.
which I was going to do, but hey, guess what?
Yeah,
I've run out of
sorry,
time.
yeah.
Looney Tunes, another new game. Lots of people wouldn't have seen this, although it was at NERG as well.
Right.
So there's a couple of these games at NERG. Another one that people just don't see very often, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No.
Whole host of these games here, including this Elton John with a very nice.
Very sparky. It makes some awful
Screen at
noises
the
when you're
back.
playing it, but it's
Not,
great.
not my personal theme, but apparently a really good game.
You
What, a good player.
more rainbow in there if you tried, could you?
No, it's well, we know why.
It's garish. I love it.
Yeah, it's in your face, and what do you expect? What do you expect from Elton John? And Elton's at the back there.
Brilliant.
And there's a crocodile who's rocking, obviously. This great selection of games, and this American Pinball bit and this. Most of it American Pinball from Pinball Heaven. So, just like other people in here, they sell spares, and you can also buy lots of games. Also sell jukeboxes, video games. That's Pinball Heaven, so somewhere else where you can do your pinball fix. And then this game here is the Twilight Zone.
Is this our stall ball this year?
Sorry?
This is our stall ball this year.
This is our stall ball game.
Right.
Loads of mayhem sounds. Basically, you've got to lock the ball to stay in, or you die, you're out.
But you know what? Should we start there and go back down? And then I think that covers all of them.
So,
Getaway.
Getaway, High Speed 2. And it's called High Speed 2 because there was a game in the 90s called
The Getaway?
High Speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm getting, yeah.
So-
there is another one of these, isn't there?
The theory behind. So, Kingpin is the nickname of the designer, Steve Ritchie.
Oh.
The picture there is kind of actually a true story where he was chased by coppers for speeding.
Really?
In America. So there's a bit of true. There's a great little adrenaline
No, won't tell.
thing and a great feature where when the ball fires up there, There's 3 magnets in there that spin the ball round in the supercharger.
Nice.
Gives you so many million per shot, but really good fun to see. I took one of these to my kids' open day things, and the kids played it and loved it because it picks it up really, really quickly.
Brilliant.
Which was also the original version of this. Lord of the Rings, great game, great theme. Got one myself. Looks great with the colour DMD. William Jarvis with a high score. And sadly, not seeing any of the animations, but some good.
We'll try and get it playing in a bit, yeah. It's nice.
X-Men, loads of superhero themed pinballs. Yeah. Stern like doing them. And the most ridiculous sized bash toys.
Is that an old pinball machine, or does it just look like a retro pinball machine?
That's about 12 years old.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's, yeah.
You know, this is quite a rare game. You don't see too many of them in Britain anymore. Ballymidway, Lady.
5 minutes to opening, people.
All right, go, we'll be quick.
And you just heard that, 5 minutes to go. So I've got 3 minutes to have my dinner.
Sorry.
World Cup soccer.
Another Fishtails, which is great.
Based on 94, another Fishtails. Adam's Family.
One of the most popular machines ever.
One of the best selling pinballs ever. Or I think officially is, but Lord of the Rings is probably running it close, and maybe a few others. But loads. Oh, and there's my toolbox.
There's your toolbox.
I forgot where I put that.
We've got Lethal Weapon, Woe Nelly, which I've never seen before.
You don't see many of these.
No.
So, original
This is nice little weapon with the stopper.
old EM game, vaguely based on that. I think Sad Cafe or something it was.
Right.
And then got made into a modern game with rotating score, but the most tiniest display
Oh, good gosh.
ever.
Wow.
So I'm quite small. There's my thumb, and you can see
That's ridiculous.
how tiny it is. Some people may be offended by the artwork.
So this is actually a modern game made retro?
Modern-ish. What,
Right.
About 9 years ago, 8 years
Okay.
ago. In fact, 2015.
Right, yeah, that's more modern than I expected.
Anyone that looks at the artwork, a guy called Greg Freres, I do know because we met the guy once, and he loves saucy British postcards,
Right.
which is exactly what
Yeah.
this artwork is. And I think it's just tongue-in-cheek fun. It's just like carry-on films. But, you know, some of the noises are just boink, boink, boink kind of thing.
Blackwater's got a very unique playfield.
Not many, you don't see too many now at all. Very unique style of play because you shoot 3 balls from the shooter lane. They go into the starting gate and 3, 2, 1 timer. You get a skill shot and then all 3 balls come down and they go there on the upper playfield and down to the bottom.
Right.
And I've just started a game. So we might as well video this.
Go on.
So we put 1 ball up there. I accidentally leant on the stop button.
Oh, good gosh.
And then it says, ready, 3, 2, go. And I didn't do very well at
So it
that.
actually starts with a multi-ball?
Starts with a multi-ball.
Wow.
Which is quite phonetic. And we'd carry on, but we really don't have time.
Oh, the Suzuki logo's all over. Yeah, that's great. Right, we'll come back and play
Fathom.
with that. Beautiful.
Beautiful game.
3 minutes to opening, 3 minutes.
I love the inline drops, and there's inline drop targets there. I think it's fantastic artwork on the back, on the playfield. Nearly as good as Centaur in my
All the
opinion.
aisles clear.
And Space Time, pretty rare game. There's
I've
like
not seen one of these
2 or
before.
3 in the country.
Right.
Techno play.
Looks stunning.
Like,
Do you end up... Oh, you do go up all around... Oh, I'm going to come
and it's the
back, yeah.
aftermarket of Zachariah
Right.
with the remnants of it, if I remember right.
Okay.
So there's like 2 or 3 in the country.
Andy Foster.
And there's it.
I think we've done these, but Andy Foster, because he's amazing and we need to mention him.
Andy Foster, Pup. If you see initials on a game with Pup, that's him. He brought all these. Very high-ranked UK player. Been to numerous American competitions and countless others.
Monte Carlo's lovely with the spinner. That's very unique.
Gottlieb with their weird translights as we saw before, in
Yep.
both of them. Joker's System 11, I think. that System 9 possibly.
Looks great. That really does look good.
Some people said at the time a game that saved pinball because it actually sold really well.
Really?
When pinballs weren't doing well. And a very weird game, Spectrum.
Oh, that blags my head so
about
much.
trying to. It's not yellow.
Nearly ready
I
with
can't.
yours.
Right, come on, really quickly. So, Shadow,
So the Shadow knows.
famous, everyone knows.
Superhero, Iron Man, Metallica, awesome game. Grand Prix, we also did a NASCAR one.
Okay.
Same game. Game of Thrones, everybody's heard of that. Spider-Man again, we've had one of them. Right, this is kind of cool. You got Machine, the Bride of Pinbot.
Number 2.
Before this, there was a game called Pinbot. And then after this, a game that you've seen over there in the comp.
Bride of
Jackpot.
Pinball was one of the earliest ones with a speech chip as well. I think it's worth. I'm pretty sure because it.
No.
No, really?
No, well, the first Gottlieb speech ship was on Mars God of War, which would have been 80-ish. And
how
this
when
is
was this?
93-ish.
Oh bloody hell! All right, I'll shut
No,
up then.
1992.
All right, I'm talking rubbish. Ignore me.
That's the third in the series, the sequel of Machine Bride of Pinbot. Little visor that opens up. The Munsters, the black and white version.
Playfield.
It's a premium
yeah.
edition.
Oh, it looks lovely.
Scared Stiff and 007. And Dan's now going to show you to the main door
That-
where the hordes come in.
That is Pinfest, and we're here until Sunday evening.
Sunday, or some of us will be a bit later and packing it away on Monday.
But if you want to come down and play some machines, come through the door. Once you're through the door, everything's free. It's a great weekend. Thank you. That's Poibug. Poibug! We'll annoy some people and stand in the doorway. It's happening.